Hey there, BookTube. Noah. Everyone who reads and must converse is the channel. Happy Friday night. Yes. Happy Friday and um wow. A wild week for sure. I myself have had my 15-year-old go on a trip to New York City for 5 days. Fiona left last night and will be in New York City for 5 days. A huge school trip. It is an amazing thing that they offer that. And she was able to get on it and take part. Let me move my screen a little bit closer here so I can see the chat. I didn't have it set up just right. So she's going to have an amazing time. She's going to have a blast. It's going to be like a new experience for her life, right? Hey, Fabio. Happy Friday for sure. Thanks for coming by. Nick Voro, happy Friday. Nick is in the house. Nice to see you for sure. Hey, Jim reads too slow. And thanks for coming by. Man, I've been reading an amazing book. Those that follow me on Instagram had the kind of teaser dropped earlier. I love playing around with the stories and stuff like that because people who see your stories on Instagram, they're ones that, kind of watch your stories, and see what's going on the day to day. I don't post on Instagram, but maybe 3 times a week, something like that. So when I play with stories, it's always to kind of drop something cool. Hey Connor, Rob, howdy, happy Friday for sure. Thanks for coming by. What's up, Quentin? I've been perusing your channel, sir. I like your stuff. You're really don't take yourself too seriously, and that's the way to go, really. Hey, Odysseys of the Interior. Happy Friday for sure. Thanks for coming by. And yeah, we're here. We're good to go. What's up, Tyler? The Falcon. Man, I'm glad you are here, bro. For tonight. Myers Mega Fictional Musings in the house. Happy Friday, brother. Miss me? I miss you too. Let's talk somewhere. Myers Mega Fictional Musings got some stuff. I miss you posting videos on YouTube, brother. I like your analysis. I like your just talking. Share some hauls or share just thoughts on authors or whatever. I'd love to see more content from you. Hey, Paul E, what's up, buddy? There's the newest booktuber on the block right here, and you're a kind of a daily stoic view is very cool content coming from Paul. I like it, brother. Nice to see you. So, what's up, PG? I ain't finna read that. Happy Friday for sure. Um, the tenant is coming up. That's for sure, brother. I'll hit you, and I can't wait to read it. I'm reading some really great stuff this year. It's already really wonderful. Toni Morrison started it off with Flannery O'Connor. Um, I'm gonna read some more Toni Morrison, and now I am experiencing another William Faulkner. Light in August is happening. It is so beautiful and amazing being back in Faulkner's world, right? Um, what a beautiful poetic heartbreak, total tragedy sometimes, but at least heartbreak. Faulkner is, and you know, I've read The Sound and the Fury and As I Lay Dying, and then so since reading those two, and then now reading Light in August, first chapter is amazing, and I cried. Um, like wow reading because how beautiful and heartbreaking the story is. Not is on its surface. I know what Faulkner is, is about, and how this thing starts off. It puts you in a really, um, you know, sad place. Light in August. So I'm doing it. I'm not saying anything. Jack hasn't read it. What's up, Hooked on Books with Chris? Happy Friday. Nice to see you for sure. Um, Jack hasn't read it. Jack at Rambling Raconteur. Hey, brother. Nice to see you. Only by natural light, only. That's for sure. I'm not going to talk about Light in August too much unless Jack leaves, because Jack is a rambling raconteur. Do it. It's one of the best booktube channels out there. And I'm not ashamed to say that he started his channel the same day that I started my channel. And that I have photographic evidence that Jack is my best friend. You know, he's a bestie, and I can prove that. But Jack has this thing where he's saving a book by authors that he loves until he gets older so he can experience that, right? And Light in August is his pick to not read and not have spoiled for that endeavor, and I support that. I can't believe you're not reading Italo Calvino's If on a Winter's Night a Traveler, just because it's unbelievable, dude. It's unbelievable. But it will dominate your thinking for a long time. You know, it's amazing. What's up, Shamanic Blues? Shamanic Blues on Instagram, sorry. Boom. On Instagram, a very, very good guitar player and very down to earth hippie style, finger picking style of guitar playing. I love it. And so really dig what he's putting out there. Check him out if you're on Instagram. You definitely will not be disappointed. Okay. So other than that, working through Ricky Ducournay's Butcher's Tales, that's really, really fun. Really, really fun stuff. But the biggest news of the week, for me personally, other than, you know, Fiona, what I said earlier with Fiona going to New York for 5 days. My pleasure, brother. My pleasure. And so Fiona going to New York for 5 days is definitely a huge thing. But I started a new job. It was something that was in the works for a little while, and I was thinking about just doing it, and because a change of pace, right? My work was getting very uh monotonous, and it was already hard work, and it was already something that, you know, I exerted a certain level of you know, energy doing, but it just got to where it wasn't, you know, worth it, what I was doing for what I was making. So I changed jobs this week and had 3 days on at a new place, and I'll be and just building. So going to more of a carpentry field than a utility construction, which is where I've been. I really enjoy woodworking as well, Jack, for sure. I really, really enjoy woodworking. Um, I've never used big machinery in the woodworking industry the way that this company has just on hand, that you know, I'm going to need to do certain things. So there's a learning curve and there's a skill set that is needed. So I'll be training for a little bit, not hard training, but I'm, you know, it's going to take me a while to get really acclimated and be able to come into my own doing this. But I am happy to say that at some point and soon, I will be able to listen to headphones all day long if I want to. You know what I mean? Like all day long. I don't have to interact with anybody. I can just kind of do my work, right? So if it's like that, then I might crush some audiobooks. Just crush some audiobooks. You know? There you go, Tyler. That's exactly right. The way things are going nowadays, just read them. Go for it. Hey, Jack. Hey, Jack. Words of wisdom from our boy right here. That's for sure. Do it, Chris. Do it, Chris. It's not hard. I got on with a company that is not big. It's I mean, they're big enough. I mean, they're like a huge warehouse, factory, assembly line kind of thing, but they need people like me with the position that I'm going to be in to actually build the door, you know what I mean? And put the pieces together and mold it out and that kind of thing. After me, it'll go to like a finishing couple of stations, right? with six other guys, in that whole process that don't really, exert a lot of skill. So I don't know. I got to get into it. It's going to be fun, but I'm down for it, right? I mean, I'm always down to learn something new. Yeah, Jack. That's right. Sometimes even the adults are the adolescents, right? It's wild. Yep. I can't imagine the leagues of patience that you have. Hey, baby. Happy Friday. Very cool. I hope Emily's home. She was just ran out real quick before I started the live. So hope you're home and chilling, baby. Thanks, Nick. Thanks, Nick. It is an exciting career change. And I posted a little thing on Instagram about it, just playing around in my stories. So some of the people that follow me there had like a little heads up. But I hadn't said nothing because, you know, I, it's just one of those things I got to get my own idea of it before I'm going to talk about it. It's just something I'm going to do, right? And it is fun. I mean, it's fun. This company has so much stuff. I can build anything. Anything I want, I can build. So they're cool with personal projects. I work with a bunch of rednecks, Georgia rednecks. So it's funny. It's funny as hell. Um, I'm sure it will have its trying moments as well, right? Very cool, Quentin. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And I mean, dude, I tell you, I've learned so much more outside of school than I ever learned in school. And that's across the board in every kind of way. In doing stuff and in thinking and in reading and in math and in, everything. So, learning is a lifelong process. That's for damn sure. And I love it. I freaking love it. Yeah. Yeah, right. Uh, Very cool. Very cool. And well wishes to him. You know what I mean? And that's what it comes down to. Well wishes. Because when it comes down to it, people are just better suited for different stuff. And I find that I'm kind of good at whatever I want to do. So why not develop this another skill set like that? But also, um, if I can just find if I really enjoy it, like really love what I'm doing, that kind of thing. And I already like to work. They're not going to work me as hard as I was working on utility construction. They're just not. There's not enough to do for them to work me as hard as I have been working day to day. So it'll just be more uh the movements and stuff like that. But it will be cool if I can augment that with audiobooks and get into audiobooks. I used to do a lot of books and talks and things like that on audio. Hey, Ineffable! Happy Friday! Yes! I used to do a lot of talks and things like that on audiobook, and it's really, really cool. It's really fun. Yeah, that's right, Nick. I might just walking in. Cool. Very cool, baby. I hope that uh I hope that is cool. And yeah, thank you very much, Tyler. um I need to talk to Travel Through Stories, Seth over there. And there's some other booktubers that are big proponents of audiobooks saying, yeah, do it. And I've done some There you go, Jack. Yeah, if you were my teacher, maybe I would have learned more in school than outside of school. But, I've just dug into things on my own my whole life. So just quantitatively speaking, I've learned more outside of school than in school because I'm going after it. It's all because of my own interest and that kind of stuff, right? Right? So, I mean, any tips or tricks for, kind of audiobook listening, faster isn't always better, maybe? Because I noticed that I can read, like the speed that I read, um, is like 2 times the speed of most any audiobook or more, you know? And I can't listen to it like that. I can't listen to it like that. It sounds like, chipmunks. And it's not I can't even comprehend it. Nice, ineffable. Go for it, buddy. Yeah. I mean, I like I'm gonna do what I want to do. I do what I want to do in life. And when I didn't want to do it anymore, I don't do it anymore. So I just pull the trigger on it, on a change, and I make a move. And no matter what, it's a positive step in the right direction right now. And that's just for sure. So, where it goes next is whatever. You know what I mean? I'm just cool. I tell people, like how I am in my life, like my perspective to life and how I really am in my innermost being in relation to life and what I do and is crazy to people. I mean, it's totally crazy. They're like, wow, do you really, is it really like that? And it's really like that for sure. It's really like that. So over the last week, I didn't. Hey Alexa, what's going on in Serbia? My boy Alexa, killer. Nice to see you, man. Glad you made it by. Very cool. Thank you reading this live. Thank you for saying hey. And yeah, you do you. Nice. Well, I mean, I'll do me, that's for sure. You listen to audiobooks at 1.3 or 1.5. Cool. Very cool, ineffable. I'm gonna keep it. We'll see how it goes. I'm sure it will depend on the narrator and all that kind of stuff too. Whether I can listen to it at a certain point. What's going on, Nancy? Happy Friday. So, nice to see you. Thanks for always supporting the channel. Friday Reads Live. Book love in the house, that's for sure. So, I kicked off Sundays with Borges. This Sunday is the first installment. So 2 days, I'm gonna go through a Borges short story from Brody's Report. If you want to read, to know, it's in the collection Brody's Report, and it's like Borges does Quentin Tarantino. It's hardcore. There's a lot of violence. There's a lot of exploration of violence, but it's done in a very straightforward storytelling style for Borges, right? Borges is like a master at experimental fiction and really blowing your mind with, what he puts together on the page. It's almost not even like a regular narrative. Like, is it a story? But these short stories in Brody's Report are definitely stories. They're definitely straightforward narratives, and then they still hit you with this kind of Borgesian thrust at the end that will serve to frame you in your understanding of what you just read, and then you want to read it again, and you're just like, wait, it's a cool idea, and then you want to explore that idea. That's what Borges does, right? So, I'm all about it, Pavio. I saw your message on Voxer. I saw it and I read it, but I couldn't reply. So yeah, let's open up a different line of communication, whatever you use more. I am on Discord. I don't use it very often, but if there's a way for us to chat on there, I'll do that. And Sundays with Borges, Jack. Don't play, Jack. You saw the video. You even responded to it. This guy. And we've already talked about a little collab action. Jack, Rambling Raconteur, for a story. Una over at the Codex Cantina for a story. Aaron Facer getting in on the action for a story. And then Pavio hit me on Voxer saying he was interested in a story, getting on with the story. And I do believe there may be a return of the collaborator. That is, my favorite. Okay, buddy reader, Yasmin from Argentina. She read through Brody's report with me, and so she'll probably jump in for a collab as well if I'm effective enough at my persuasion. Right? I do what I can. I do what I can. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah, what's up, Christina? Happy Friday. Happy Friday for sure. Yeah, you find me on Discord then. I'm definitely down to do a Borges collab. I need to start organizing who with what stories then if we're gonna put it together like this, because there's been great response. People love Borges. Why not, Yeah, there you go. There you go, Quentin. That's right. That's right. All our discards. Oh my god. I love. Oh my god, I'm loving to read some more Faulkner, let me tell you. Loving it. It is an amazing read. Happy Friday for sure. That's right, Quentin. That's right. It's all been freaking stomped out of us, but it's not about living, you know, in a certain way, like from soul, like that, I would say, not soul. People live real, you know. Real authentic people that really kind of know how to express themselves in an authentic way, that is very, very rare. So there's so much that when it comes down to it, they just show who they are. I'm a big proponent that, like, I'm just show who I am all the time, no matter what, no matter if I do try to color things in a certain way by how I might say it, or not address something like an elephant in the room or something like this, right? Something like that. That I still am just revealing myself in the way of mannerisms, of facial expressions, things like that. And it's just the way that it is. Reading some Faulkner will let you know that that's the way that it is. That everybody is sitting here, having their own thoughts and thinking about people in their own ways. And it's you can't ever get away from it. It just is what it is. So everybody has their own conception of everybody else, and that's it. There's not any real basis for it in in that person sometimes. Even in that person, if they've changed, if they've made a decision and had that kind of final judgment moment on stuff and changed who they are in a way, right? These kind of stuff. It's amazing. It's amazing. I just can't. I would love to just talk about Faulkner. I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it before I started the show, and I'm like, oh my god, I want to just talk about Light in August and Faulkner. Hey there, Danny. Happy Friday. Yes, nice to see you. For sure. So I picked up some cool stuff. This book sat on the shelf in a used bookstore for so long, and I've seen it, and I thumbed through it, and I want it, but I didn't like the price that they had it at. And this time I'll show you. First, I'm going to show the book. It's called The Critics Bear It Away. So a play on the title of one of my favorite books of all time, and one of my favorite authors of all time, Flannery O'Connor's The Violent Buried Away. Okay? So it is a piece of literary criticism by this guy, Frederick Cruz is his name. And Frederick Cruz in this treats Flannery O'Connor. Let's see. He treats a couple of authors, and I want to get them right. So Flannery O'Connor, Mark Twain, Melville, Faulkner, and Updike. How they're misapprehended by the academic avant-garde. So I was really interested in the Flannery O'Connor and the Faulkner sections for sure, right? But no less, necessarily Melville and Mark Twain and just things like that. But it was $10, right, for a hardcover. So you would say, well, that's not much. If you want it, then get it. You could get it, right? And I could, but I really do. I thrift books. You know what I mean? So I never picked it up. But the last time I was in this store and it was still sitting there, I looked at it and look, half price, baby. They took it down to $4.99. So I can't wait. I haven't. It's been a while since I got into some literary criticism. And this guy, Frederick Cruz, the literary critic here, wrote criticism on Nathaniel Hawthorne, Henry James, E.M. Forster, and more a book on psychoanalysis, ideology, and critical method. And just seems like maybe like an intellectual jackdaw, So I can't wait. I'm down to see what he's got to say, and just especially to hear a framing of how the critical elite, critical literary minds approached Flannery O'Connor's works and William Faulkner's works for sure, because getting this kind of gritlit, Southern Gothic, ultra stylized writing was something that, at first it wasn't like, oh wow, what an amazing voice. Everybody needs to hear this. Let's champion this. It wasn't like that. It was like, wow, this is dark and disturbing and really, really sad. And, we don't tell these kind of stories. Right. Like the stories about that nobody ever tells, but they do happen. So I'm in that Southern Gothic kind of mood. Especially Toni Morrison put me there too. What an amazing author. So yeah, I was saying I'm happy that Tyler's here because Jesus, reading some Faulkner. Tyler, you gotta just read everything you can. I feel like that for sure. It's amazing that you can read your whole life and be an avid reader, and still you find beautiful, amazing works um, that you haven't ever come in contact with. So there's another booktuber. He's an actual writer, critically for maybe I want to say New York Times. Writes book reviews for him, things like that. Scott Bradfield is his name. And I love Scott's stuff. Scott ran a radio show back in the day called Reading Good Books in the Bathtub. And he still runs this kind of shtick, and it's so funny. I mean, he's funny as hell about his approach to reading and things like that. But I love Scott's work on BookTube even. It's really, really great content. He covers great books. He talks about just books in a really practical, he's killer. He's killer. Faulkner is a fever dream of, of having a fever and thinking you might die for sure. You know, it's so dark. The Master Bather. That's right. He's a killer. So I find Scott Bradfield's books everywhere. I find his books everywhere. I've got like 4 books by Scott Bradfield now. This is Hot Animal Love, Tales of Modern Romance by Scott Bradfield. There's the guy. There's the guy right there. Can I get it to focus? Are you going to focus for me? There's Scott Bradfield. And I mean, I can't wait to read some of this stuff. But on here, Jonathan Lethem says Bradfield is one of my favorite living writers. Are you serious right now? Are you serious right now, Bradfield? With this blurb from Jonathan Lethem here, okay? I have to read it. I want to read what he has. It's described as hilarious, disturbing, and very often profoundly moving. So I'm down. I'm so down. Scott Bradfield also loves the Southern Gothic. On his channel, you'll see, especially lately, a few videos on the Southern Gothic. He loves Faulkner. He'll talk about Faulkner whenever something reminds him of Faulkner. Flannery O'Connor, he loves. He's done some a video on Wise Blood, and it was the edition with Flannery O'Connor that has all her works, all her published works in it. It's great. The Library of America, I think, is the edition. And then he's been doing Harry Crews, another Southern Gothic writer that I don't know anything about. But Harry Crews. Jack, have a good evening. Have a good weekend for sure. Rock on, brother. Enjoy your dinner. Yeah. Nice. The Millennials Guide to Death collection. Yeah. I think I got it. I got it on MP3, or I got it downloaded, but I haven't read it. Nice. Nice. I can't wait to read it then. I will. I will read it. I mean, I've got his first novel is called, I think his first novel is The History of Luminous Motion. I got that. And then I have a book called What's Wrong with America. That one. And then now I have Hot Animal Love. Those are the 3 that I got physical. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah. I love Scott Bradfield. Dude, he does write. He said check out his video on Stanislaw Lem. Stanislaw Lem and Harry Crews. Like, the reason that he's making those videos is because they just are publishing new editions of Lem's works and Harry Crews now. Harry Crews's first work, a gospel singer, and then his next work that they're publishing, and already they are coming out with it, is this one, A Childhood Biography of a Place. So this one here, I mean, it's put out by University of Georgia Press. So I mean, Harry Crews is like in my backyard. I can't believe I haven't read him yet. I need to read him. But so he gets given, the copies to read, and then writes reviews. I mean, for his profession, for his vocation, right? I bet he's hard. I bet he's hard to find in Canada. I mean, I'm finding him in Georgia. You know what I mean? He's in Georgia. People had him and were buying him at some point in Georgia, right? I'm finding him at used bookstores. That's where I get these books. I'm just a book hunter, that's for sure. So I picked up another Browdigan, and I'm not gonna read this one next. I read In Watermelon Sugar, and I loved it. I mean, it's a cool book. It's really weird. It's not completely my thing, but it's closer my thing than a lot of stuff. And it's so weird. It's so trippy. But I picked up Trout Fishing in America. This little slim work. All of Browdigan's stuff seems to be really slim. And so this one clocks in at 110 pages, right? 110 pages. Nothing to it. And I mean, I can't wait for another experience of Browdigan. I'm going to read Willard and His Bowling Trophies next. Seems a little more of a noirish kind of romp than than something as trippy and surreal as In Watermelon Sugar. But I don't know what to expect with Trout Fishing in America. I don't really know what to expect with Brautigan at all. I don't think that there's a way to expect. I think one of the beautiful and awesome things of Brautigan is his freedom. He's so free in his creating to just go where things are a bit nonsensical. Yet it's world building, right? Yeah, it's a pamphlet. That's what I'm talking about. I'll read that in a day, right? We'll read it in a day. Hell yeah, baby. I love Cleveland Wrecking Yard. Nice. Very cool. Is that in Trout Fishing in America? I can't wait. I really can't wait. He's so funny and weird, but also very gentle. Browdigan is so gentle. For sure. I really enjoy what he did with In Watermelon Sugar. Yeah, the Cleveland Wrecking Yard. 102 pages. That's the on 122nd. Nice. Yeah. Yes, exactly right, Quentin. Nonsense, whimsy, and sadness. And I mean it's good reading, I think. Nice. Nice. Late in the book. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I saw it. Very cool. Very cool. I can't wait. I really can't wait. I think I'm just reading good stuff, reading great stuff this year. Off to a good start. And, you know, where it goes is still up in the air. I never knew how last year was going to end. Getting into Infinite Jest for my final read last year. So, who knows where we're going to go this year. So very cool, y'all. I am so happy that y'all came by on Friday to rock with me. We got a lot of people here. It always is cool. So cool to have everybody hanging out in the booktube community too. But I am exhausted tonight, I tell you. I had such a change of pace with this job because it is just different things happening, right? A different way of handling my day. The hours are pretty much the same. Um, but just what my body is doing those hours is very different than what it had been. So now I'm pretty exhausted. I'm pretty exhausted. Hey, baby. Uh, it's been a wild it's been a wild kind of week to change it up like that. But I have enjoyed it and tonight too. So I'm gonna cut it a little short tonight. I figured tonight I might do a little 45 minutes, do something like that, because it'll be a little shorter, but also just give me that little extra to clean up afterwards and have a good start to my weekend because I need it now. Um, like I said, it's easier, quote unquote, easier than what I've been doing. But when it's something new and you have a new skill set, and I'm a kind of person that, I don't have any muscle memory for any of the stuff that I'm doing right now. So it's taking a lot more effort and a lot of thinking and a lot of being really conscious and mindful of what I'm doing. And it's just wearing me out. It does take a lot like that. Thank you so much, everybody. Y'all are so awesome. And happy Friday. Thanks for coming by. Pedio, you find me, bro. Let's get you on the Borges. I'm gonna uh plan it up. I'll have, like a little piece of paper where I just write, a Sunday, and then who the collaboration and whatever and what we're gonna do, right? And then we'll do it. Thinking wears you out. I'm doing a lot more than thinking, girl. That's for sure. That's for sure. Check me on Instagram if you missed that part of the talk. I started a new job this week. For sure. Danny, have a good night. Pavio, cool. Yeah, hit me, bro. We'll have some fun. The Borges is gonna be so freaking cool. And it always is. Good night, y'all. Bye bye.